had to go out of bounds.
This offense has a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And goes at the 18.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge looks.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. On the run, still looking. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught in the backfield. It's Peyton. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Scrambling away. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
And a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking for room. It's Brewer. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He got it. Can't wide cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Washington. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peyton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Yoder. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Unloads it left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what throws the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Fires to the tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in there. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. 2 interceptions already for this linebacker. Unbelievable job understanding passing situation, how to get in passing lanes, how to get a second pick, dude.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you
hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll try to run for it. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Washington right back to the line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they're throwing this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. He's looking to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Husky. On to attempt to try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Second down coming up. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, come to a touchdown, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him and let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brewer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Brewer. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brewer. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Fires one high and deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we played 3 quarters. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Brewer. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Washington wants to go quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brewer. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to throw on second down. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. He lets it fly. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Makes the grab. It's Peyton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
You complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Got his man quickly. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Looking to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brewer. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Combs. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to the air one more time. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From his end zone, he'll go up top. He makes the catch. Racing to the right. He's at the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Fights off the defender. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.